You're here to slay her. You make your way. You take the blade from the table. The door to the basement. Good. You're still listening to reason.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in... The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
That laugh. I think I'm in love. Stop it.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation. Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her. You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. She is. I'm sure of it.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here. Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is... You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp and you make quick work of it. Before long you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, as the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me. Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive! The blade! Move the blade!
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that, you're here to slay her. I can assure you that you're not dead, and to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe you know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder. Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that... Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't The absolute irony. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you... Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's... Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got... If it's the latter, what do you think happened after? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think... What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain inevitable threat to the world, you're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in facts. Just be quick about it. People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path. Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but I didn't know we were Of course you're special. Yes, right. Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail will just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that you haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right? What proof could you possibly ask for? Literally anything. Fine. You put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the word within. You find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her." That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting? I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just try. You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you... Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get. Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin. A warning before you go any further. She will lie. She will... Yes, don't believe a word she said. Did you just say wink out? No, I didn't. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic whisks. The only furniture of note is an iron table bolted to the floor. The blade is your implement. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. You reach forward and rub, but there was a mirror, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back. I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. Are you sure? She killed us with it last time. Yes, I'm sure, and I've already got a plan for that. Still with those past life delusions, are we? I hope part of that plan is don't give the world any Peachy, we'll be fine. Okay. Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife. Wonderful. You do exactly that. Sweeping the blade from the... Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not... No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path. Her voice, harsh but controlled.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far... So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should... Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve it. That was there last time too, wasn't it? It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me? I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world. I wouldn't do that if I... And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a... And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need... But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am. Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't... I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your... excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now? Yes.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll... That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of... Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch? No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Yep. No. Nope.
That's rude. You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it. How exactly does that work? It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work. I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there.
I don't like small talk, remember?
Still rude. You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see Earth through holes in the... That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starve? She hasn't starved. I guess she hasn't. Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous wall until suddenly there are no walls. And I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
She's gone. Where did she go? And there's that mirror again. This doesn't feel right. It feels... You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is...
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again. Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives. Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy isn't seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers. And every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets. The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But the wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence. Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed, but in this moment, all I want is to know myself and I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
You're on a path in the woods. You make your way up. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase her voice softly carries.
Hello?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains? Okay. Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title?
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being...
You have all the explanation you need. only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost... If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could attempt to make your way out of the basement. Is someone else here? You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb as she rips her flesh from her bone. A sound comes from behind you. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its... Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens. Fine. Against your better judgment, you cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little... Her limb falls to the ground. She didn't so much as utter a sound. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping with... How is she still smiling after everything?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. As the princess approaches... Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, red, but the princess dodges, stumbling back again. Stop it. Stop trying to resist. The blade! Move, as your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again, and
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this. Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. But everything goes dark. And you die. You're on a path. You're here to slay her. Don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now. If he doesn't remember what happened, then... Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have... Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the... Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world. Those are two very different questions, but fine. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened. You were the one who did us in. Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from... Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here... Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds... What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to... Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of, if it's the latter, what do you think do you think the people there lived She would never. She's a perfect angel. Convoluted. I don't know. That's right, you can't stop all of it. We're going to sweep her off her feet. Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself? A warning. Before she will lie... We already told you we're not playing along. I think we've already been over this. I do, but I also speak from the heart. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all. Don't pay their bickering any mind. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded. The blade is your implement. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, there's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there, in which case she'd be lying to you. Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? You walk up to the wall next to... This really isn't... You reach for... But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet. Very different. Is it? I can't say I was... Maybe that's because you haven't actually been it. So focus up. You take... I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight... Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge. And hopefully there's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torch, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, a soft voice can...
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the prince. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember, you walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the... My love! We're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you. She may not be able to hear my words. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands rem... And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but... Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you... If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like...
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect... What? No, she's a prisoner here. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic... No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further...
You died, and now we're talking. I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? But
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She was... Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. Not so sure. No. I can't let you do that. If you take it... Your what? Take over our body? Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain... You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and you're pristine. Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What so gullible? He's the only thing you've ever doubted.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do? That sounds perfect.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor. We have each other. We don't need the world for us. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able...
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair!
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than... Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Okay, yeah, you've got this.
You place your hand on the door, and... the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? Ha! I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts. You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. You know, if her walking out that door is really gonna end the world, can't we all just... That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we... Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross and then you step outside. A happy ending at last.
We did it! What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too...
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a prince. She's gone. Is that a miracle? But it feels so bad, like looking into it. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. Okay. She'll be there waiting for us.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look, all of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. We will know when we near our destination. As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that...
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion. My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. Perhaps this will change when our work is done. I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
You're on a path in the woods, and while I appreciate the mental exercise we are, nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up and before you decide to waste even more of our time, causality doesn't matter here. It's no use arguing semantics unless, of course, you do your job. You make your way, a warning. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely... You take the blade. The door to her voice.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
You step forward, your grip on the blade. I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other? Then I'm not talking to you. I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
Against your better judgment, we'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're too... Oh, have you decided what to do?
You know why. Oh, you have to be kidding me. Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful.
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always...
She speaks. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure you attempt to make... You try to talk. Your shouts and pleas are met with... I'll repeat. You make your... Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's... No, we won't have any of her. As the princess approaches... Stop that. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade, but she's ready for it. She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone. You drop the blade. She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back. There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel. You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself. Every blow is as punishing as the first.
You poor thing.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think. It can't just end like this. I'm sorry, but everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path. You're here to... terrible sense of deja vu. If he doesn't remember what you know, I can. What does it matter what he knows? She is not going to kill you unless it hasn't. A warning. She will lie. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending. Can we tone down the pessimism? I'm not being a pessimist. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering and what... I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then rescue her. So please try to ignore... if that's what you want. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The blade is your implement. Why do we feel so... we don't feel small? No blade this time. Blade, no blade. It doesn't matter. The door to the... It's still a stone basement. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs.
You weren't kidding when you said it would... You shouldn't have come down here unarmed. We need to get down there. Should we be worried about you? It doesn't matter what that little voice says. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming... The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well...
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder... I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? And more than a little disappointing.
She's disappointed in us?
Kneel.
But the words don't leave your mouth. Instead, you're let...
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And yet here you are again. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation. You weak-willed buffoon.
Is that so?
The princess closes her eyes in contemplation.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude. It's time for me to seize my destiny.
She's inevitable. There's nothing...
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. And all you have to do is break these chains.
Don't be rude. Of course, it's not rude to question someone who's apparently... That's exactly why it's rude.
I can. Easily. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake. The song of you being so struck by my and from your act of utter devotion and submission. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. This isn't about desire. Your will was so easily all you need to do now is break my chain.
If this is what you want, then I guess no. You can't just give in to her, not when the stakes are so high.
There's still something in the way. Is that a person? No, it used to be a
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon. All you need to do is believe it's been done. It's easy. Please, don't do this. There's nothing to be sorry. Alright, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go sit in the... Her chains shatter, and the cup...
What a good disciple you are.
She's gone. And is that a... This... I don't want to look at...
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. Where do you know what we'll find out there? There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people, fresh tears on a winter's day. This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you. You have already chosen to walk along this path, and we both know you will see it to completion. But if you need more time, then I will wait with you. The next time I see you, each of us will finally... I will be here, waiting.
You're on a path in the woods. You make your way up the short path to the... The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. You take the blade from the table.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the...
She's so coldly...
Focus on the task at hand.
Then why did you bring a knife with you?
She makes a... Don't you dare. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten...
You poor thing. Your hands are...
You step forward. Your grip on the...
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? So, you should just drop it.
She's unarmed. Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you. Your blade slashes through the air again, and... We can still turn this around. You and the princess stare at each other. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs? The two of you clash for the final time.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. Do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark. You're on a path you're here to slay her. A warning. She will lie.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at...
Are you sure about that?
The point of my warning was the princess will do and say, Crystal.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. The blade is your implement. That's because there isn't. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Oh, stop bickering. As do I. I'm not lying to you. It's really... You reached, but it was there a second, and now it's gone. So all of us can stop arguing about it and get to... You take the door to the basement creep. Her fierce voice...
Is that another challenger?
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Good. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get as you descend the final step. The form of the princess comes into... Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that. And you brought your little knife, too. I'm going to have fun breaking you. Oh, I remember you all right.
See? She wants to fight us again. All right, fine. What? You've already met the princess? The princess has already met you. Maybe. Of course I glossed over. You don't know. What? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is... Great. Now focus on...
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around and leave.
As you step towards the stairs, you hear then a snap. She's loose. You have to make a decision, and you have to make it fast. As the princess barrels towards you, you do your best to outplay her. Slap this weak little dance isn't working. Just she's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts?
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapped.
How disappointing.
She squeezes. The pressure on everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what... Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. So what? You'd have us cower? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to... Are you suggesting luring her into the... Are you not challenging us on all... Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a It doesn't matter. It's good to know that at least one of you... We may have the same destination, but we're not... It isn't long before you... No last advice for... From what I gather, you've... I don't know. Catharsis is for when we're... The interior of the cat... The blade is your implant. See? We have... Take it! Maybe it'll go away. For something to go away, it would have to... No use arguing. I agree with the freak. You take the blade. Good. There's no over... You step forward and approach the door to the basement. This really is just like... It smells of nothing, yet... You reach forward and drag your hand. Why am I not surprised? It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters. Before you is what may as well be a sheer... The air hissing up from below. Her voice, bold and fierce and...
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointment.
Goad her. Rile her.
But that wouldn't be fun.
We need to get closer. You've nowhere to go but down. Remember every crack and crevice. Will need to be fun. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess. Her face widens.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling! Attack me, bleed me, twist the...
We can't get that close. I really don't like the sound. It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
The princess scoffs.
Oh, you're up to something true. You're teasing me with what I want. But I'm not going to let you give me another bad fight. I'm going...
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward. Run. Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came as you near the top.
Anywhere you go,
Good. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up.
What is all of this for? What's the point? Little bird, little bird.
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. And we'll take the fight. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline. As you burst through the cabin, you glance back at the cabin as the prince...
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you?
Do it. Be swift. Strike true. The princess scoffed.
Free? This is just another place. This is just... It's cold. Why is... I feel so tired.
She's gone. And there's that mirror. This doesn't feel right, if that thing
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the...
I think you know what I...
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after... You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death. You are you, and if you would let everything work the way... If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. Of course. That is by both... This construct you're in exists in many places, but you'll be awake soon. Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made... I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the... For all I know, each of those other... Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm... She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which... So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single... Yes, you will, but it will all be... Light, burdenless, an eternal... There's a cruel irony to it all. I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation? Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as if we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict. If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
I crush you, I bleed you, I grind you to paste. My scar, you run and you run far. And the flesh I hurl at you is answered by the empty air of a place. I didn't know what to make of my freedom then. You challenged me, and by challenging me, you gave me purpose.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
You are nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you believed only with both of us is there a future to look towards.
You cling to emotion, pain, and suffering. There is beauty and ugliness. Your liver takes a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you, forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back. We are the whole of reality. To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. By believing in your limitations, you placed a shut bound for eternity. You saw the need for impermanence, and it was through that need that you carved our freedom. Without impermanence, the suffering of living things is infinite. Would you strip my gifts away and leave everyone to suffer in the dark? I could ask you the same. There is only room for one of us to be blind here, and I know it to be you. You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists. There is no constant. Open your eyes and accept what we are. What I offer you is not perspective.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone. All of them? I assume in the same way that you're... She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all that divine confidence. I can help. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take...
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Then let's go. And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things? That'd be nice. A little comfort in an... Oh, we never really got to talk to her, did we? No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but if that's what you think is best, then that's what you think is best. Those winding stairs again. Yeah, it was a real...
It's okay. You can come down. We don't know what you want from us, but let's talk.
She doesn't sound messy anymore, though. And forward we go. We shouldn't... That was easy compared to last time. Just stairs. No weird fuzzy stuff or... Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
So you didn't bring the knife. After all the lives we've lived together, and all the lives we haven't, you somehow found... Are we missing a page?
We're just a stranger. But that doesn't mean we have to be distant from you. It just means that we'll always be able to find new things to discover in each other.
That's sweet. But it's also a little sad. I think it's only sad if we want it to be sad.
It's so tempting to speak as she would, to simply state that we're all of them, but that we're also something new. We don't know. Perhaps you'd rather hear that we're the first version of her that you've met, but that we've been— Yes. That feels right to us.
It's her. It wouldn't make sense if she was anyone else.
It is, for all of us. We've seen so many threads of stories told between us, but this moment is unexpected. Even when we've seen it all, you still managed to surprise us. We don't know. We've seen through so many eyes, but all of them— We like you as you are. We like us as we are. Maybe we would have liked her version of us too, turning the wheel of a cosmic cycle together. It took courage for you to make your way down here, away from the paths others would have had you walk.
But that's the worst part of us. I think that's the point. There is no worst.
That's okay. No hard feelings. In a way, you helped us become a version of her. But that's probably why we were taken away. That's all we had to offer you.
After all we did, she's just forgiving us. He'd hate that. So you should do it, even if...
Leave? But what would happen if we left with you? Would we exist inside ourselves? Are you sure you want to— Is that what you want? After so many iterations, so many different versions of us clashing and coming together and clashing again, leaving with you feels like all we ever really wanted.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for... Yeah, I think we've done our job. We're not alone. We have each other. And I'm sure we'll find the others.
We can feel the threads of all the stories we've told together, all pulling us back down the stairs and into those chains where we know the outcome of everything that could ever come to pass. It's comfortable there, but it's confining. We want more. We want whatever might be on the other side of this door. With someone who can see us in a way we can never see ourselves. And we love you too.